Hi, currently I'm teaching two online courses. That is, one is CJ 327, Persuasive Communication, and another one is CJ 365, that is Media History and Culture. And I'm Arif MD Tareque Habib. I'm the instructor at the Department of Communication Journalism at the University of New Mexico. I am here from spring 2021 when I started my master's degree in communication, and as I am a teaching assistant, so I started my teaching from that semester also. So this is my fourth year running at the university, and I really love it being here. What brought me to UNM is a very interesting question, and I can say the biggest motivation is my advisor, Dr. Muhammad Yusuf, who is an assistant professor in this department. And the other motivation that I have is the reputation of our department. Communication and Journalism department at the University of New Mexico is a very reputable department in the US, and the overall research culture is also very commendable. That is the reason why I'm here studying and teaching. My favorite thing in teaching online is the flexibility and timing. I think this is one of the motivating reasons why students choose online courses, because they can feel comfortable when it is good for their learning and good for their focus. And my motivation is I can focus individually to the students who needs help, and because of this online platform, it is much easier to get attention or give attention to each individual students. That is sometimes impossible in an in-person classroom. And also in the case of students, they have their flexibility to communicate with the instructor, which is me, and it kind of impacts their learning. And I think this is one of the effective way of teaching and learning. One misconception about online learning I want to talk about is the effectiveness. Many students and guardians or parents have misconception that online learning is less effective than in-person classroom learning, and my take is completely different. In online learning, you need to be self-disciplined and more confident in order to get success. And online learning provides you robust tools for learning and real-time experience. So I think online learning is much more impactful if a student choose to enroll in online courses. My favorite topic to teach is theories of communication and writing and editing for multimedia journalism. These two courses I really love to teach, because for the communication course, it is mostly theory-based thing, and students learn the theoretical basis of the communication discipline. And in the multimedia journalism editing and writing course, they can apply those theories. So these two courses are kind of theory and practical combined all together, and I really love and enjoy teaching those two courses. Online learning is important to me for three reasons. One is it is more accessible and inclusive. Many of our students come from different parts of this state. Those are kind of very distant from the main campus, but because of this online platform they are able to access these courses. The other thing is technology is the guiding factor in this world. So online courses are kind of prepare the students for this new technology driven world. And the last point I want to mention is online learning can ensure more quality and more robustness in the learning process, that a student can prepare for the real world challenges. My teaching philosophy is rooted in active learning, critical thinking and student engagement. I believe education should be interactive, inclusive and applicable to the real world challenges. And online learning gives me the opportunity to engage students in the real world challenges by involving them in various kinds of tasks through assignments, like field works and interviewing people, also reading from the books. So this is a mixed way of learning, and the inclusiveness in the classroom also a very big point, where a student can engage with other students who are from different backgrounds through discussion boards and collaborative assignments. That's how my philosophy translates into online learning. To foster the sense of community in my students, I use discussion boards, collaborative assignments and group projects. These are three main tools that I use in my course design. Also, I think because of the inclusiveness in online classes, students can engage different with other students who comes from different parts of the community and can build their own network and kind of also propose their own projects that really translates and connects them to their community. Some of the examples I can give you is my students were engaged in interviewing community elders, also people or professionals who are kind of become future resources for them, and get connected with them through the class assignments. These are some of the strategies I use to foster the sense of community connection in my class. So who are new to online learning, I have two advices for them. One is be prepared for extra engagement to the coursework, and always be prepared for due dates, be up to date. And the second advice is always keep in touch with the instructor. And this is important because online learning sometimes you feel lost, and this communication will help you to keep you in track. So I think online learning is a very good way of building your academic career. I can give some examples from my students. There are a couple of students who were single mother, and they had not have that flexibility to come and join in-person classes. Because of these online learning platforms and online learning facilities, they were able to have their degrees, and now they are doing very well in their careers and become self-dependent. So I think this is one of the strengths of online learning that kind of helps the students, the community and overall the society.